channel. This is Shweta working as an assistant professor in agriculture department. So today we are going to focus on most important factor that we all look upon when it comes to food, right? So it is none other than quality. At a consumer point of view, the main concentrate on their food is quality. So in this PPT we are going to discuss about quality parameters of food products. So it comes under the unit quality automation and emerging technologies. I'm going to explain this PPT in a DT way. DT is nothing but design thinking. It has a 5 stages like empathy, define, ideate, prototype and test. So first of all, for clear understanding, I'm here representing the mind map. The mind map consists of quality parameters. Basically, there are 4 types of quality parameters that look upon on food is sensory, nutritional, safety and shelf life. Sensory, it has 3 types like taste, appearance and texture. In safety, following are comes under like microbial, chemical and physical. So in shelf life, stability, packaging and storage are there. So in nutritional basis, it has a vitamins, minerals and calcium, calories, etc. So these are the main quality parameters in food that we all look upon for a balanced diet for healthy adult. So first is empathy. So in what way we can empathize is quality parameters like from the consumer expectations like freshness, authenticity and value for money, and sensory triggers like visual is important, aroma, texture and it has to be great appetite, and trust and safety from a consumer point of view like in hygiene, sanitation, quality, quantity, and also they have proper certification and labeling, then only the food is not at a risk when it comes under the regulations like FSSA and ISO. So a defined pot, I'm going to define it in a 4 types. Like first one is physical. So in physical, generally it has a texture, color and shape. Chemical means we have to determine the pH, moisture, nutritional value, and in microbial it has like a pathogens, spoilage organisms, and in sensory part of view it has a taste, odor and appearance. So here for easy understanding I am attaching this graph. So ideate. We have to generate an idea how we can increase the quality parameters in food in all aspects like by incorporating non-destructive testing like it is very important testing. It helps to improve the efficiency. It helps to decrease the wastage of nutrients in food like by using NA spectroscopy, infrared and ultrasound, by integrating sensors and automation with the IoT, real-time monitoring and cloud data for rapid detection test, lateral flow assays and biosensors for AI and visual inspection like computer vision and in smart panel and etc. So for that idea we have to create a prototype. Prototype is generally comes under these 4 stages. First we have to identify what are the critical points and the risk areas under the plan of HACCP. HACCP is nothing but hazard analysis critical control point. Then we have to identify that sensor integration, which area we have to implement the sensors for calibration or network setup or data flow or any processing units or in packaging etc. Fourth one, we have to test the sampling protocols for frequency methodology and etc. Next one is threshold settings. Threshold testing means we have to set the acceptable limit under the compliance of ISO or FSSA, and we have to set alert mechanism whenever it reaches their allotted level. So the last part is test. We have to test our prototype. We can test on basis like accuracy with precision, calibration check, feedback loops and regulatory compliance for consistency of measurements before and after implementing this prototype. and the truthfulness of our product and calibration checks like standardization, instrument verification, etc. And in feedback loops like iterative refinement, process adjustment, regulatory compliance comes under FSSA and ISO standards. So here integrate what are the emerging technologies currently used in quality control like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and robotic automation. First in Internet of Things we can integrate the real-time monitoring, remote sensing, cloud connectivity and labor manual is also less. By incorporating artificial intelligence it is helpful to analyze the predictive data and in machine learning pattern recognition, etc. Robotic automations like high speed sorting, defect removal, and consistent handling. So, it is generally a small recap of what we have discussed in this previous PPT like empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and test. What are the quality parameters? What are the emerging technologies currently we have used? And it's a summary of overall PPT. So I hope you all understand that what are the quality parameters and how we can solve this problem in GT way. Thank you.